Hi everyone, my name is Janine Friesen. I'm from Steinbach, Manitoba, and I'd like to welcome you to my kitchen and to week 1 of the Real Women of Philadelphia. This week we were asked to make appetizers starring Philadelphia cream cheese, and I'm going to be making a layered Mediterranean dip. First thing that we're going to need is cream cheese. We use the light cream cheese, mostly because you can eat more for the same calories. The dip that I'm going to be making, it serves 6 to 8 people, but it can easily be doubled because I'm only using half a pack of cream cheese, so it still leaves you half a pack. It can easily be doubled to serve 12 to 14 people, 16 people, depending on how much people eat. To my cream cheese, I am going to add some tzatziki sauce. This can either be bought in the store or homemade, it's your choice. It's easy enough to homemade. I'm also going to add some oregano and basil, some great Mediterranean flavors, and I'm also going to add about a teaspoon or so of fresh lemon juice. Now what we have to do is we have to mix this all together. You want to have your cream cheese softened. It makes it a little bit easier to mix in. I'm just using a fork. You can also use an electric mixer. That would work well. If I were doing this for a large group, I would put it on a platter or on a plate or on a pie plate, and I would put my cream cheese base down first and top it with the vegetables. But because I am celiac and I do not want to have any cross-contamination issues with the type of chip that people are going to be eating it with, I'm going to be doing mine in individual serving bowls. The individual serving bowls, because I don't want to have the cream cheese stuck to the bottom of the bowl, I'm actually going to layer half my vegetables and then put my cream cheese layer in, and then I'm going to top it with the other half of the vegetables. That way when you're scooping with a chip or with a cracker, it doesn't break off as easily and it doesn't stay stuck to the bottom of your bowl. To start with, we're going to layer half of our vegetables into our individual serving bowls. We are going to do half of the tomatoes first in the bottom of the bowl, a little bit in each bowl. I have some cucumber, green pepper, some red onion finely chopped, chopped olives. Now that we have our vegetables and our olives layered, we will add our cream cheese layer. And to do that, I use a large cup and a plastic bag. This is very similar to when you're piping icing or anything like that. We'll just scoop this all together. Put this into the bag. Now we have our cream cheese dip all in the bag. To get it into the bowls, we could use a spoon, but using a spoon will move your vegetables around as you spread your dip around, and you will most likely get dip all over the side of your bowl. So to keep things a little bit cleaner and a little bit neater, we're going to cut off a small tip of our bag, and then do like we're piping on an icing, piping icing on a cake. You just start on the outside, work your way around, try to get an even layer in there. You want to divide it between the 6 bowls that you have. Now that we have our cream cheese mixture into the bowls, we are going to top it with the other half of the vegetables that we reserved. We will start with some tomatoes, sprinkle them over the top, and then we will add some cucumber, and now is when I will show you how I seeded the cucumber. I take the cucumber and I cut it in thirds so that there's 3 strips of cucumber, and remove one piece. That allows your cucumber to sit flat. Cut it in thirds again, and the piece that's in the bottom and the middle will have the majority of your seeds in there. Cut this one into thirds as well. This allows you to cut nice small cubes cubes of cucumber for your dip. Next we'll do some green peppers. Or you can do red peppers, either one adds a nice color. I really like this dish because this dish is naturally gluten-free, and that's important for me because, as I mentioned before, I have celiac disease, and that means that I'm unable to digest the protein known as gluten that is found in wheat, rye, and barley. And this dish has none of those in there. However, if I did not have celiacs, I would serve it with pita chips. Since I do have celiacs, I will not be serving it with pita chips. I'll be serving it with lentil crackers or rice crackers or a multi-grain cracker that does not include any gluten. I'll top it with some red onions. We'll also top it with some more olives. Like I said, the olives that I had bought have pit in there. So the way that you can take the pit out of the olive is to cut a little slit in there, use the side of your knife, and smash down, and the pit comes right out. So now I'll just quickly chop these up. Now I'll add the olives to our dish. You could use black olives if you'd like. Since you can already get those canned and pitted and sliced, it might be a good option if you're low on time. Now we need some feta cheese. Feta cheese is like a must with Mediterranean dishes. It comes in a block. You can try to slice it if you'd like. I think it's best just to get in there with your hands and to crumble it. It's a very soft cheese. We'll just crumble some feta on top. Now that we have the feta cheese on there, topping it, I'm going to give it a quick crack of black pepper. And because it's a Mediterranean dish, I'd like to top it with some lemon slices. That way those that want can just squeeze it on their dip before eating. So there you have it, Mediterranean-inspired layered dip featuring Philadelphia cream cheese as the base. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I'll see you next time.